All praise be unto Yahweh. We are getting ready to sound the shofar. Thank you for your patronizing with us today. For Yahweh, He's worthy. He's worthy to be praised. Shalom. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Akuti Murph. Akut Murph. Sounding of the shofar.
Baruch atah, Baruch atah, Yahweh, He's worthy to be praised. And we thank you. We thank you for life. We thank you for breath in our bodies. And we thank you for lending us an open ear to be attentive to our prayers. For men should always pray, and for the effectual prayer of the righteous availeth much. We say unto you, Yahweh, Todah, Todah Rabbah, Todah Rabbah, Yahweh. And now for the blowing of the shofar. I say He's worthy. I say He's worthy. He's worthy to be praised. I shall confess the name of Yahweh through studying and over and inner and understanding. I refuse to be colonized. I refuse to be colonized. I refuse. Because I know the truth. I know the truths in the testimonies of my Abba, of my Father. I have done what Yahweh has required. I have studied to show myself approved unto Yahweh. I have searched history. I have come upon knowledge. I have not just gone off of what others were teaching, what others have said. I could not no longer go off of what my grandmother said or what my mother said, because I had to come into a realization that there had to be something that would save me. There had to be a saving grace that would not let me die in the street like a dog. There had to be something that could be done for me. So I put myself to the task, and I asked Yahweh, I say, please don't let me die to death. And I asked him, I was like, Yahweh, if you don't do it, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking. I'm already dead. I'm a dead man. If you don't do it, if you don't reveal yourself unto me as a free man, no more jail, no more penitentiary, but if you don't reveal yourself to me as a free man, and I stand here before you today as a free man, not only physically, but mentally and spiritually. I'm free.
Hallelujah.
I am free.
Hallelujah.
No chains on my mind. No chains on my hand.
No chains.
No bondage.
No bondage.
No bondage.
No bondage.
Yahweh gave me power over all the things in my life. All the things that I had gravitated when I was walking in the flesh. The mentality of the flesh. When I was fulfilling the desires of this carbon body. So I thank Yahweh. Because we must begin to pray. We must begin to pray. We must pray through. We must pray our way through. We're not going to pray our way out. We're going to pray our way through. Because there's a testimony. There's a testimony in your trial and in your tribulation. There's a testimony. There's somebody needs to know that it's somebody that had the same affliction yesterday that they have today. And they made it through. Somebody needs to hear your testimony. And it amazes me unto this day how people say that the name doesn't matter because his nature stays the same. And I say to you, then why do you baptize people in any name then? If the name is not relevant, if the name does not matter, then why are you baptizing people in the name? Why? Why are we using the name? They say his name don't matter. Then I say, well, who is his? I have to ask, who is his? His, who is his? Whosoever. His. Listen. We got to get back. And we got to get back to this book. We got to get back to our heritage. You gotta do some study. You gotta learn who Pope Eugene is. You gotta learn who some of these people are. You gotta learn, you gotta learn what went on. You gotta learn how this book, how the canon of this book, how this book came into existence. You gotta learn about this book. You can't just read the book, you got to learn the book. You got to study the book. You got to pray first, though. You got to begin to pray to get a relationship, to get communion. You got to get an open line of communion. You need prayer. You got knowledge. You got knowledge, but no communion. You got a whole bunch of knowledge and you got a whole bunch of questions, but you don't have relationship. The relationship. The reason why I came out of Christianity, I'm not talking about the church. I'm talking the church is the lost sheep. I'm talking about Christianity. The reason why I came out of Christianity was because Jesus and God allowed me to sell dope into my people.
And I smoked.
Yeah. They allowed me to do that. And when I say allowed, you know why I say allowed? Because when I came to Yahweh and I came through where the Ten Commandments, the Ten Commandments reproved me. The Ten Commandments corrected me because every morning I got up and I read the Ten Commandments. And the Ten Commandments, it wasn't that I couldn't do them. It was to bring me into communion with Yahweh, and I wanted that communion. I wanted that fellowship. I wanted that fellowship with my Creator. I had to come into a true knowledge and a true inner understanding. And there are many of my brothers now that are Christians and say they pray and say they serve Jesus, and they lost. They lost.
That's funny. Who is Jesus? There was no James back in the day. Yahweh.
They lost. And they're making good robbing their brothers, selling heroin and selling cocaine to their sisters.
Just like the doctors.
Yes. I don't have no problem with the church. I got a problem with Christianity.
We are the church. The body.
I got a problem with Christianity. Christianity
I got a
is the beast
The beast.
that is consuming
Consuming.
the world.
Yes.
It is colonizing the world, and everywhere it goes, it destroys people's culture.
In the mighty name of Yahshua.
It's all right to do this one thing. It's all right to borrow from people's culture. But when you take people's whole culture, like my people don't even know who they are. They have converted to Christianity.
What is that?
Don't even know it. They don't even know it. So we give all praise and we give all honor unto Yahweh in this place today. We got to understand that Dawid prayed, David prayed, Solomon prayed.
And God used the demons to build that temple.
Yo prayed.
Yahweh.
Every man in this Bible prayed. They prayed unto Yahweh. I don't know why we think that we don't have to pray. And if you praying, then you have to see a manifestation of your prayers in your life. There must be a manifestation in your life. And when you pray, it is communication. So you should get back. You should receive an answer.
Amen. Every time I pray.
Should receive an answer.
All the time.
Come on, let's turn in our Bibles to Psalms 78. Psalm 78. Psalm 78. Psalm 78. Hey, you got it.
So. Other than that.
Psalm 78 and verse 1. Now, because this was not done, because this is not done, there's something that has occurred to a specific and a particular people. I don't know why we keep evading and we keep eluding from the people that is in the first writings of this book. These people existed. These people exist today. You want me to tell you who these people are?
Us.
I'm gonna show you who they are. If I say Japanese, you say what? Japan. If I say Chinese, you say China. If I say Russia, you say Russians. You understand where I'm going with this?
Yes.
You understand where I'm going with this?
So black.
If I say Cubans, you say Cuban. Now, I'm going to say this right here. African American.
Where they come from?
Where they land? Negro. Where is his land?
In the land of milk and honey.
There's nothing that is established. Because of what I'm trying to bring us to, that there is a people that is of this book, that the existence of the memory of them, the world has tried to annihilate.
They can't forget us.
But we are waking up one at a time, one by one. Give ear, O my people, to my law, to my teachings, to my instructions. I don't know why people are scared of the word law. The law is teachers, it is instruction, it is direction, it is to correct you, it is to make you wholesome, it is to make you whole. It is to make you, it is to give you power over this world, power over the desires of the flesh. Listen, incline your ears, open your ears to the word of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. Our fathers have come to know. We will not hide them from their children. Here we go. These things was done to hide them from our children. I'm not one being to talk about slavery. I'm talking about now. So we already know that children were taken from their mamas at birth so that they could not know their lineage. We already know that there were book breaking camps, that there were things that were going on. Do we understand that there were things that were going on that were done, that they were done to really disorient a people? Listen to the book. We will not hide them from their children. This book, these first writings were hidden from me. They were hidden from me as a child. They were hidden from me growing up. They were hidden from me. They were taken from me. People were saying that, hey dog. They were taken. I was told, look, don't you go in the Old Testament. That's what they was called. They didn't call it the first writing. They were saying, don't go in there. Don't go in. That's done away with. And when I began to become a scholar, then I began to say, well, how can there be a top in a tree and there be no root? There be no foundation. How can that be? How can certain things be? There had to be a root, and everything stems from the root. From the root. Everything stems and branches out from the root. So as I began to study and I began to come into the knowledge that there was some people called Hebrews. We call them Hebrews today through colonization. I began to understand what Kemet was and where Kemet was through colonization, Mizraim, through colonization. You call it Egypt today. We call it Egypt today, through colonization. So I began to study and I began to research and I began to come into the truth of who self is and who I was. And I began to come into the truth and to find out that Yahweh wanted to place his throne. He wanted to sit on his throne, and Yahweh's throne was here, the highest part of my body, in my mind. Yahweh's throne is in a place in me that cannot be operated on. A place in me. So you can operate on my brain, but you can't operate on my mind. You can't operate on the faculty of Yahweh. So then I found out that there be one that is negative that said that, look, I want to raise my throne higher than Yahweh. I want to be as Yahweh is. So there we go, good and evil. There we have good and we have evil. We have negative and we have positive. Listen to the book. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come. I wasn't showing anything. I wasn't showing anything. I was not showing anything. The praise and to come, the praises of Yahweh and his strength and his wonderful work that he have done. Nobody talks about us coming out of Egypt. Nobody talks about us coming up out of the house of bondage. Nobody talks about us coming up out of Kemet. Nobody talks about us coming out of Miriam. Nobody talks about us coming up out of that. The only thing they talk about is the death, burial, and the resurrection.
I just got $5,000. I slept behind this church last night. God is good. Yahweh, that's Yeshua.
We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come the praises of Yahweh and his strength and his wonderful works that he have done. For he established a testimony in Yaakov, who you call Jacob, and appointed a law in Israel. That's the same thing. When you see Israel, it's not talking about the land. When the Bible said the children of Israel, it's just talking about the 12 sons of Yaakov. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about the 12 sons. It's talking about the children, the offspring. It's talking about the offspring, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children. Let me read it one more time. For he established a testimony in Yaakov and appointed a law in Israel. Because we know that Yehuda is the lawgiver. which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. So it is for me to do the hard job. I got a hard job in this world, in this place that I'm in, to bring these laws and these statutes before my children. To teach them to my children, because nobody around me is teaching it to their children. Nobody around me is teaching their children the Ten Commandments. It's teaching their children the plan for salvation. The plan for salvation is the 7 feast days. That the generations to come, listen what the book says. It says that the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born. Meaning that the children weren't born yet. That the children should be born. Who should arise? They must arise from the dust. They must arise from their flesh. They must arise from their calamity. They must arise from deceit. They must arise from the lies. And declare them to their children. I tell you, we got to pass this back down through the generation. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all been preaching Jesus. And y'all been talking God for years. I couldn't serve Jesus because the people were waxing worse and worse. The people were waxing worse and worse. I had to come to know him that came in the name of his Father, Yahshua. I had to come to know his vein, his word. I had to come to know truth. I had to come to know my Savior, my salvation, my deliverer. I had to come to know the one, the only name that is above all names. Do y'all not know in the book of Acts, the Bible said that there was a name that was given unto men? Well, who gave it? Who gave the name? That name stays in its content and in its context. It is not transliterated. It is not translated. It is an unrevised name. No, you don't need to add it. You don't need to hide it. It's not for you to add. It's not for you to hide it. It's not for you. I heard a guy saying, was talking in his tongue. I think he was Russian or German. And he came out of Russian. He said Peter and went back in his tongue. Went right back in his tongue. That the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare to them their children. What you teaching your children? What are you teaching your children? What are you teaching your children that's going to pass down, that's going to turn our people around? Because when you start talking about people, we are a people. We are a nation. Yes, we are. We are a people. Look around you. Look around you. Look around you. It has worked what they did, because there's only one race of people they call humans. There's only one race of people they're called human. Everything that you know, according, if you believe in this Bible, let me hit y'all hard. If you believe in this Bible, then that means that the white man came out of Africa too. If you believe that Adam and Eve is the progenitors of mankind, if you believe this Bible, you understand me? If you believe this Bible, then Eve is the mother of life. If you believe this Bible to be true. I don't have time for certain things. I don't come to be prejudiced. I don't come to come against anybody. But if I'm going to begin to clean something up, I got to clean my own house up. I got to clean my own house up, because see, when I go outside in my community, all I see is the people that look like me. I don't know what kind of community you live in, because there's some that have gotten out, but the majority are still in, and the majority have dreams of getting out, leaving their people. I don't want to leave my people. I want my people to arise from the dust. I want my people to arise from the lies. craftiness and the treachery and deceit and the study to show themselves approved and to know what they're talking about when they say something, when they proclaim the name of your Savior. See, the Bible says, you say, look, I came in my Father's name and you don't receive me. It said, but another shall come in his own name, and him you shall receive. And since we're dealing with this Bible, it couldn't have been Muhammad. It couldn't have been Buddha. The only other name in this book is y'all Jesus, y'all Zeus, y'all Jesus. Hail Zeus. That's the only other name in this book that you have saying that the name don't matter. Well, if the name don't matter, let's start baptizing people in the name of James. Let's start baptizing people in the name of Tankhead then. I baptize you in the name of Tankhead. See, you got too many lies and you got too much deceit going on till it's going to come back. And I'm learned, like my wife said last night, I'm learned. So when you begin to talk that talk, and because I'm learned in contact with the Ruach HaKadosh, your lies, they fall to the ground. They don't carry any weight. They don't carry any weight. You know, so we have people that are lost because nobody's teaching the truth. Nobody's bringing them back to their culture. Nobody's bringing them back to their heritage. So they're just walking around lost. Because Christianity was given to you for you to stay lost, for you to remain lost, for you to pick up and bear arms against your brother. All the killing in our communities, all the killing in Chicago, Detroit, Memphis, Miami, Jacksonville, they never talk about gun laws until it hit home. When it hit in their schools, and now they getting killed. Now it's time for stricter gun law. We've been killing each other. We got more head count and more body count than any other people in the world. And now when it hits home, now it's time for stricter gun laws. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee. But both of you, but you're praising and worshiping the same thing. But when it's you dying, there's no urgency. When it was you on cocaine and it was you on heroin, all y'all was addicts. All y'all was junkies, thieves. But when the opioid and the heroin start hitting home, when the chickens start coming home to roost in America, now it's the epidemic. And we got to save them. We got to build more treatment centers. But when it was us, they would die in the street. Let them kill each other like dogs. I'm being real. I wasn't even going this route. But I'm on this path now, so I'm going to stick the path. Because this is where the Ruach got me. I'm going to stick on the path. Y'all better wake up. Some of us need some smelling sauce. Because you got you a job and you making you a little money and you driving you a good car and you living you in a good house. When they get bad, you're going to be the first house they come to. Your house will be the first house. When you reach one, teach one. When you teach one, you reach one. We got to move in unison. Do you not know that strength is in numbers? Y'all prescribe to the Bible. The Bible said that a threefold cord is more stronger than a thread. The Bible said it's better for two to walk together than one, because if one fall in a hole, then the other can help the other one out. Yeah. Everybody's selfish. You got we got drug dealers saying, look, I'm feeding my family, but you're destroying 50 more families in your community. Oh no, they destroying themselves. If we don't have it in our community, then they can't get it. I don't want to hear that mess. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear them easy cop-outs. Oh, no, they won't get it. If we don't sell it, they can't get it. We got some stinking thinking. Oh, I got to eat, and my family got to eat, and my children got to eat, but you're destroying everything around you. I come to tell y'all today that side chicks, if you die being a side chick, you ain't gonna see heaven. You ain't gonna see Shamayim. You ain't gonna see your creator. I come to tell you that today, if you die being a homosexual, oh, you ain't gonna see the King of Kings. I'm bringing it to you raw, hot and heavy. I don't care if you like it or not. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Only the righteous and the pure in heart, only the pure in heart shall see him. Play with it. Play hours over. Teaching children how to be homosexuals. Because they watching homosexuals going on. Teaching children how to be drug dealers. Because they growing up in their mind the drug dealers. Wanting what the drug dealers got because they ain't got nothing. So now all the drug dealer got to do is get him $1 here, $1 there, maybe buy a pair of tennis shoes, and now he got to run. Your child, your daughter, your son. See, if you don't teach them Yahweh way, then you're going to teach them their way. You're going to teach them the ways of the world. You got to learn something. Because the mind is the brain is the earth. It is the earth. And you plant seed in the earth. And when you plant seed in the earth, it's going to produce fruit. Fruit is going to come forth. It's going to come forth. Anything you put in the brain long enough goes in the brain. And after it goes in, it must come out somewhere, and it comes out through actions. Listen to the book. Listen to the book, please. For he established a testimony in your code, verse 6, that the generation to come might know the children should be born, should arise and declare to their children. Verse 7, that they might set their hope in who? That they might set their hope in Yahweh and not forget the works of Yahweh, but keep his commandments. But keep his what? Keep his commandments. You know a lot of people that's church going, they don't even know where the commandments are in the Bible. They don't even know where the commandments are located in the Bible. You got some people been going to church 30 years, 20 years. They don't even know where the commandments in the Bible because they were told to stay away from that. They don't know Deuteronomy chapter 5. They don't know Exodus 20. They don't know it. They don't know what Yahweh did on the night of Pesach, the true Passover. They don't know what happened on Pesach, on Passover. They don't know about the unleavened bread. They don't know about the first fruits. They don't know. They don't even know the true plan of salvation. Listen, no, if y'all say that the first writing was what they call a shadow of things to come. What they say that the first writing is concealed and the second writing is revealed. Because what they're saying, because what they're proclaiming is that for some odd and some strange reason, they act like, because the words got y'all again. There is not a new covenant. It is a renewed. It is a renewed. That's just like the moon. The moon is a renewed moon. The moon renews itself every month. It ain't a new moon. The moon don't fall out the sky. And another moon is birthed. That's Greek. That's mythology. That's Horus and whatchamacallit. That they fight, they tug. That's how one pull the other one across the sky and the other one pull the other one across the sky. Listen to the book. It's our job to stop killing one another. It's our job to stop doing dope. It's our job to stop doing heroin and to stop doing cocaine. It's our job to stop tricking and wearing these clothes, like my wife said, wearing these clothes that reveal every portion of your body. And that's okay. That's normal now. See, let's see, the evil things are good, and the good things are evil spoken of. When you say something about you walking with your pants down around your knees, police officer just told me a few weeks ago, he said, you know why he got caught, right? I said, no, why he got caught? He said, because his pants tripped him up. And it's more than one time he tell me, he said, look, he could have got away if his pants wouldn't have tripped him up. He was running trying to hold his pants up. Y'all scared to tell the young men, the elders, oh, that's right, because y'all got y'all pants sagging too, that's right. And the ones that ain't got their pants sagging, you scared to tell them because you ain't pulled nothing into them. You didn't pull nothing into them when they was a child, so now they done got big. You definitely can't say nothing to them now because you didn't do your job. You didn't pull nothing into them when they were young. So that's what I start doing now. When I see young men now, I say, hey, let me be a part of your process. I catch them off guard. They be like, what? I say, let me be a part of your process with me. Let me be a part of your greatness, young man. Let me be a part of your greatness. Just call me sometime. Let's talk sometime. Okay, I know trouble easy to get in, young man, but what is your exit strategy? What is your exit strategy, young man? Simple questions. Ain't even bothering with about the word yet, but simple things that our young men and young women don't have an answer to. Because we have not passed down through the generations, that we may arise from the deceit and the muck. This is why we're still being punished. Y'all want to act like we ain't still, because Yahweh knows if they don't teach it to their children, they're never going to worship me. They're never going to praise me. They're never going to return, because the return of us as a nation had to be passed down through generations. Yahweh knows this. So why should Yahweh do anything or bless any of us when he see our children lack knowledge? And as Hosea 4:6 says, that my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because their parents reject knowledge, that they may convey it and they may teach it to their children, that there may be a turn, that they may begin to turn, and you may cause them to understand that there is only one source of power. There's only one creator. There's only one savior. Because this is not done, what we have just read, now this is where we are. Isaiah chapter 1. Isaiah chapter 1 is where we are right now. See, you got to make it make sense. This is a right now word. This is a right now word. This word for right now. It ain't for tomorrow. It's for the day. Yeah. Listen to the book. The Bible says in Isaiah chapter 1 verse 15, because we are not feeding our children through prayer and through taking them back and letting them know what happened in the Exodus 12 and Exodus 16. We're not letting them know what happened. And Yahweh told us in those books what to tell them. Yeah. That this is the night that Yahweh brought our ancestors out of bondage with an outstretched arm and a mighty hand. Listen to the book. And when you spread forth your hands, I will hide my eyes. I will hide my eyes from you. Why? When you make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. Let me tell y'all something. Let me bring this home for y'all. The children's hands is not full of blood. My hands full of blood. Because I didn't teach them. Can a leopard change his spots? I said, can a leopard change his spots? Well, how can them that are taught evil change them? That's what the Bible says. I got to bring it back home. But I can't destroy me because I was once in the world. Because I was once the prodigal son. But now I return unto Yahweh. Now I return to a consciousness. A consciousness about this book. Understanding that with this book, that faith must accommodate and must accompany my knowledge. I can't have knowledge without faith. I cannot have the knowledge but don't have faith that people can be healed, as my wife brought forth last night, that people can be healed. That people's minds can be restored. That families can be restored, because we're talking about the restoration of family value. When you teach things down to your children, now you're finna begin to restore family, because family is what was taken from us. We want to act like we family, but we don't have family values. A family value is not y'all coming together on Christmas. Family value is not you coming together on Easter. Family value is not you coming together on Memorial and Labor Day, them Gentile days. Gentile days, worthless days. Days with no work, vain days, days of vanity. Your family values is in your first fruits. Yeah. That's your first fruits. Pentecost, Passover. Yeah. Your 7 feast days. That's family values. Because that's the point of time where Yahweh said, I'm going to meet you. Y'all don't let Christianity tell y'all just call him anytime and he'll just show up. Yahweh said, listen, I got days that I want to have cookouts with y'all. Oh yeah. When that Bible said that you ought to take the meat, you're supposed to take the meat and you're supposed to burn the meat. What it say? What is the verbiage about the meat? Fire, cook it with fire. That's a barbecue. That's a barbecue. But Yahweh tells you what to bring to his barbecue. He said, I want lamb. He said, I want bullock. I want ram. I want ram. He said, I want the ram. I want a female in this time. I want a male in this time. I want the first male that come out of the matrix that's under a year old. He begins to tell you, begins to describe you what he wants, just to see in the bill obedience into you. But nobody don't want no obedience. Everybody want, that's done away with it. Even the Hebrews say stuff done away with too. Listen. Some of them say you ain't supposed to keep the Shabbat while you here. Yahweh say, listen. Yahweh say, in the land that I place you. Who placed me here? Yahweh placed me in America. And ain't nobody else placed me here. Y'all lost y'all mind, man. Y'all mean to tell me that y'all call yourself having the name and that y'all walking in his power, in his authority. So a man has an ability to bring me here against the will of Yahweh. I ain't never seen none such as foolishness in my life. I'm here because of my ancestors. I'm here because my ancestors didn't teach down. But I'm here today to correct that. It's called a generational curse. It's called coming out of bondage. It's what it's called. Y'all want to keep all these names to fit in. Y'all trying to win the church. Well, I don't see the church meeting y'all and trying to say the name of Yahweh and saying the name of Yahshua. But y'all better be careful. Because Yahweh done told y'all what not to do. Yahweh say, my word will not return unto me void. Speak the truth. Be instant in season. Speak his name with boldness. No, the Messiah. Yahshua HaMashiach. All I'm speaking. Y'all saying this and saying that and so people can understand. They already understand them names. And you still saying it. You said it not. They already understand the name. That's the name they were raised on. Because the reason why y'all doing that is because you're not doing the will of Yahweh. Yahweh wants you to return the people to the integrity of the book. Those names were put in the book to tarnish the integrity of Yahweh. Now you can say what you want to say and do what you want to do. Because you breathe and you got life in your body. He reigned on the just as well as the unjust. So what does that mean? That means you're going to have a paycheck. You'll have a car. You'll have a... What does that mean? The Bible tells me that them that said that monetary gain is righteousness, is yardness. Flee them. Flee. Show everybody want to work for the nice thing. But when you start saying, because this man ain't got a house or a car, that they're not baruched upon, they're not blessed, bestowed upon, I got a problem with that. I got a problem. Some people calling on their life because they're calling and they were created for a specific purpose. They can't have all the distractions that you have. Because those things are distractions. As I was sitting last night and I was talking to my wife, and my greatest studies, when I came into all knowledge and consciousness, I didn't own a TV. I didn't own a TV. They was not able to TV, it programs you through entertainment. Break the word down, entertain, break entertain, enter. You watch TV, the TV enters you. Tame means to subdue. Show you what I mean. You ever had to go to work in the morning and say this is the last show I'm gonna watch? And you wind up watching TV to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you got to be up at 7. That TV has entertained. It has entered you and it has subdued you. It has subdued your mind. It is programmed, it reprogrammed your mind. Because your mind is programmed to go to bed. But the TV, listen to the book. Listen to the book. Says, when you spread forth your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. When you make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do well. So the Bible said that he understands what we're going through, what we got to go through to get to. That's a clause in your 23rd Psalm. Ye, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. See, you got to walk through the valley of the shadow of death to get to Yahweh. You got to walk it. You got to walk through the shadow of the valley of death. You got to die. You got to die to death. Flesh got to die. Flesh, carnal intent got to die. Got to die. I shall fear no evil. We not understand the scripture. I'm giving it to you in English because if I do what some do in Hebrew, you probably never would get it. So the reason I hang close to the English because it can be done in English through the Ruach HaKadosh. We got to die, people. We got to die to everything that we was told. And we got to become learned. We got to begin to study the 10 Commandments. We got to begin to live out the feast days. We must begin to pray in unison. Pray without ceasing. We have to begin to hold hell hostage. If we begin to pray, we can put hell in bondage. Oh, y'all ain't hear that. Y'all ain't hear that. When we begin to pray the prayers of faith and we begin to ask Yahweh to lead us to his holy mountain of prayer, to lead us to his altar of incense, ain't no devil, imp, nowhere can stand before the creation of Yahweh. Because Yahweh said, I gave you dominion over the devil. I gave you dominion over negative energy. Yahweh said, I created y'all to be the thermostat. If it's hot, crank it up, cool it off. If it's cold, crank it up, warm it up. Yahweh created us to do that. He placed us here to do that. He placed us to be the thermostat on the face of the earth. Listen to the book. Learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless. Are we doing that? Plead for the widow. Come now, let us reason together, saith Yahweh. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If you be willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. What is he talking about? Pass it down to your children. Teach your children how to pray. That is also our heritage. Pass this Torah down to your children. And your children's children. And then that will reestablish in the Shamayim that we are not revolting against Yahweh and we are not refusing and rebelling. By us not teaching our children, we are refusing and rebelling. What do y'all think? You think it's about you? You thought I thought it was about me? No, it's about the babies. It's about those children. Yahweh wants those children. He wants those babies. Listen to the book. He said, but if you refuse and rebel what? What are you rebelling? Ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of Yahweh has spoken it. How is the faithful city becoming harlot? We was talking about when we were in power. We're going to talk about AD. A little bit, I'm going to hit AD 70, but you can backtrack from AD 70 is when we were in the land of Canaan. I'm going to hit it where it needs to be hit. We were in the land of Canaan. Through colonization, y'all get what y'all got. Y'all got Israel. That's what y'all got. Israel. But all through this Bible in the first writing, I shall bring y'all into the land of Canaan. Canaan. See, the reason why I leave it Canaan, because you can't say Canaan is in Asia. If y'all Google where Israel lives, they're going to tell y'all Israel is in Asia. But Canaan is in Africa. So if you know Canaan is in Africa, then you got to ask yourself, who is these people in Canaan today? But because they good at what they do, nobody's asking the question, who are these people? Because they said that they were Israelis. See, they couldn't call themselves Canaanites. Because they call themselves Canaanites, then you got to go back through the lineage of Ham. You got to go back through the lineage of Ham. You got to go through Canaan. You got to go back. And if you go back, they don't fit the description for the occupancy of the land today. You got to understand what's going on. See, these words, y'all keep saying words don't matter. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. You saying the name don't matter. His nature the same. Okay? His nature the same. The name do matter because y'all bringing the people into his nature, which is his name. That's how you get to him. Through his name. If you bring them through God, what do God mean? What do God? I can tell y'all what Yahweh mean. Y'all, somebody tell me what Jesus mean. And you better not say Savior. Because if you do, you're going to be telling the field. You're going to be telling the field. Because if you Google it and ask your phone that there, it's this easy stuff. Easy work. It's going to take you back to what I'm saying, Yahshua. So I ask you today, why deal with a copy when you got the original? Y'all don't wear copycat shoes. Y'all want real Jordans. Y'all want real Nikes. Y'all want real red bars and problems. Y'all want a real Rolex. Y'all want a real Benz or a real BMW. But when it comes to the name, something as vital as this, oh, this don't matter. But your Louis Vuitton, oh, this real Louis Vuitton. Oh, this real Gucci. That matters. Well, we messed up. We messed up. Our thinking. Stinking thinking again. So it's talking about how the faithful city become a harlot. It was full of judgment, righteousness, logged in it, but now murderers. And that's what we become now, murderers. Murderers in our city, murderers in the gate. We don't have any elders at the head of our cities. We don't have any elders at the head of our gates. We don't have nothing. We don't have nothing set up that when stuff start going wrong, we should have in our community when stuff start going wrong. Don't nobody want to work with me where I am. But this is what's supposed to be in our community, to stop killings, because there's not supposed to be any killing. Listen, we got to start policing and governing our own communities and bringing those who kill to justice. Straight up. I ain't in prison talking about snitching. Y'all let them bring that snitching mentality to the real free world. Oh, you a snitch. No, I ain't no snitch. I'm going to tell. No, I'm going to tell. Because you ain't got no business killing over dope, over Facebook, over Instagram. You ain't got no business killing and doing nothing what you doing. Disrespecting your mama, daddy. No business. Talking about a snitch. I tell around here, no, I ain't no snitch. I'm a crime fighter. I fight crime. If you ain't doing no crime, then me and you gonna be good. But if you doing crime, brother, don't let me find out. Don't let me make my business, because I'm next on your hit list. I'm next to get something stolen. Y'all done lost y'all mind if y'all think y'all exempt because y'all keep y'all mouth closed. Your son next to die. Your daughter next to die. Your nephew, your grandbaby next to be raped. Keep playing. Keep playing these simple-minded games that are not righteous and that are not the attributes of Yahweh and the attributes of who you saying you serve. Talking about Christianity and talking about all this stuff. Let me tell you something. If this country was built off of the Bible, then first of all, there wouldn't be no rape and there wouldn't be no killings. Because the Ten Commandments say, thou shalt not kill. Then you wouldn't be going and taking people from their country as slaves. Thou shalt not steal. So that is why Christianity, a lot of y'all don't know why Christianity is hated around the world. Because you got a Western mindset and have not been outside of this country. So everybody know about the crusade that lasted 10 to 14 years. Everybody else know but you. That's why people don't like Christianity, because at Christianity, they did everything that the Ten Commandments told them not to do. They created an image. They built a cross, put a man on the cross and fall down to the stock, and they worship the cross. They worship the man on the cross. And the man on the cross say, look, man, why call this out me good? There's only one good, Yahweh. Don't worship me. I don't know where y'all got Jesus worship from. We don't worship Yeshua. He the Word. We take the Word, and the Word begins to navigate, and the Word begins to become clothing. And the Word begins to take me in and out through right and wrong. See, one of my best mentors is consequence. I always go and I talk to consequence. That's one of my mentors, consequence. I talk to my other mentor, failure, sometimes. So when I go talk to failure, I be like, yeah, you just wait, ain't you? Wait no minute. I talk to consequence. I said, consequence, tell me what's going to happen if I do such and such. So he said, well, that if you get caught, that carries about, that'll destroy your family, that'll destroy your marriage, it'll destroy your life. Then that that thing, it called, the penalty for it is 10 to 5 years. The penalty for that is life imprisonment. So I listened to my mentor. See, you got to have, see, I had to learn since there wasn't no elders to teach me. I had to go get me some elders that people shy away from. Because, see, I learned opposite. I learned what not to do. So I had to go ask consequences. Well, if I do this, what's going to happen? Yeah. I had to talk to Fed. Well, what is it that you're waiting on me to do that I can fall, that I can fail? Yeah. I had to talk to adultery. I had to say, well, adultery, what is it that you do, adultery? Well, I destroy families. I break up happy homes. Adultery. I asked fornication. I said, fornication, what you do? Fornication said, well, I rob you of your innocence. I burst your hymen. That's fornication. I burst your hymen, which is a blood sacrifice, because when a man goes into a woman, that is supposed to be his right, that he breaks the woman's hymen. Yeah. So I'm built different. My thinking is different. My thinking is for the East. I don't think like a westernized man. My thinking is different. So I began to question what tries to hold me in bondage. So anything come to me that can hold me in bondage, I begin to question it. I'm like, so adultery. Let me know your resume. What's your resume? Adultery. Yeah, well, I make you have to pay child support and alimony, and people gonna talk about you like a dog, and you're gonna get thrown out the ministry and thrown out the pulpit. So then I have to go and I have to ask righteousness. Righteousness? What's your resume? And righteousness begin to tell me. Oh, righteousness begins to tell me, begins to describe me the blessedness and the blessedness of Yahweh himself, his divine nature. I'm just trying to help somebody. You need to start interrogating this stuff that's destroying you. Interrogate crack cocaine. Ask crack cocaine, what are you going to do for me after I spend all my money?
Yeah. Come on.
Ask that heroin, is you gonna bond me out? Can you get that life sentence off of me? You ain't gonna get no answer. That's why I like Yahweh, because every time I talk, I ask Yahweh, he answers. See, that stuff ain't living. It ain't got no power until I give it power. See, so I leave it powerless. Y'all ain't with me. Listen to the book. Listen to what Yahweh says about this. Thy silver is become dross and thy wine mixed with water. So Yahweh said we cut. He said we cut. He said we not even authentic any longer. He said y'all mixing stuff in the silver to stretch it, and y'all putting stuff in the wine to stretch it. What do you bring it home? Well, y'all done took this book, y'all done added, y'all done chopped, y'all done screwed with it. Yeah, you done add, you done chopped, you done screwed with the book. You understand me? You done added. Let me read it. Let me read it. Listen. It says, thy princesses are rebellious, your higher-ups, and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and followeth after rewards. They judge not the fathers, neither doeth cause of the widow come unto them. Therefore saith Yahweh, therefore saith Abba, Yahweh of hosts, the mighty one of Canaan, I will ease me of my adversaries and avenge me of my enemies. Reason why I say Canaan, because that's what's supposed to be there. Because when you see Israel, that is what a man's name was changed to Israel. So when you see the children of Israel, it's only saying his 12 children. And everything that branched and stemmed from the 12 tribesmen. That's what it's talking about. Because it is confusing with Israel, because then you start talking about spiritual Israel. So then the people get confused because you're saying, wait a minute, spiritual Israel. And then you saying, well, it's saying the children of Israel. So when I break it up and I say Canaan, now you can get the meaning of it. Now y'all can have y'all spiritual Israel, because these are the 12 tribes of Canaan. So since y'all want spiritual Israel, because I ain't trying to knock with nobody that says you want spiritual Israel, you're going to have to do some separating. You're going to need some more studying also to separate and let the Ruach do the teaching. I just listen. Listen to the book. The reason why this book was chopped and screwed, because he's throwing y'all thinking off. It's throwing you off. Because everybody say, oh, we the children of Israel. We the children. Yeah, y'all the children of Israel. What was his name before it was Israel? What was his name before it was Israel? His name was Yaakov. Yaakov's name was changed to Israel. So when the Bible said the children of Israel, it's just talking about the progenitor of the 12 tribes. And everything that branches stem from them. That's all it's saying. It's not saying the children of the physical land. They ain't gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. I know the Hebrews ain't gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. That's why the Bible says that all of Israel is not Israel. Because what it should be saying that all of y'all are not Israel, because some of y'all are Canaan. Some of y'all are still of the land of Canaan. And what it's saying is because some of y'all are still carnal. When you see, when I say Canaan, that means carnal. That means that you have not sojourned yet. That means you have not crossed over. Just because you born Eden River, you got to cross over. Now we ain't talking like I was born in nigga. I was born in the sin, shaped in iniquity. He's talking about crossing over. But you crossed over. You get crossed up because you going with status flow. You going with everybody else. I ain't trying to go against the grain, but I gotta go with the way the Ruach take me. And when the Ruach begin to show me things, I gotta get it. And if I'm the only one saying it, then I'm gonna be the only one saying it. Don't matter to me. I've been the black sheep. I've been the lonely ever since I can remember. That's why Yahweh chose me, because Yahweh know I'm not afraid of your faces. Don't be afraid of their faces, for I should go before you. And I'm looking for you to go before me, Yahweh. Listen what the book says. I'm going to 28. It says, Therefore saith Yahweh, therefore saith Abba, Yahweh of hosts, the mighty one of Canaan. If you want to say Israel, I will ease me of my adversaries and avenge me of my enemies, and I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy tin. So he's talking about the addition of something that is not authentic. He's talking about something that has been added that's not of him. And he said, I'm going to get it out. Listen to the book. He says, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginnings. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Zion shall be redeemed with judgment. What it say? This what it say. Zion gonna be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness. And the destruction of the transgressors and the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake Yahweh shall be consumed. They shall be consumed. And it's only one way. It's only one way to fix this. It's only one way to fix it. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 6. It's only one way to fix this. You can't fix it. I'm going to show y'all. You can't fix it trying to bear arms. I'm going to show y'all in the scripture. In English. Listen to the book. 6:1. This how you fix it. This how you fix it. Now, these are the commandments and the statutes and the judgment which Yahweh, your Abba, commanded to teach you. Y'all know what we got ain't working. So, that's called insane. That's called insanity to keep doing what you always did because you don't get what y'all, it's getting worse and worse for people. We got to return to the integrity and the entirety of this book. It says, which Yahweh your Abba commanded to teach you, that you might do them in the land whether you go to possess it. Wherever land you go, it's not talking about one land. It's not talking about one land, people. Abba Yahweh say, the earth is Yahweh's and the fullness thereof. Listen to the book. That thou mightest fear Yahweh thy Abba to keep all his statutes and his commandments which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son. Here we go again. We back to what? What we back to? We back to generation. We back to passing this word down. You got to pass this word down. You got to pass this Torah down. What are you passing down? You're not passing down this book. I asked the guy this morning, I said, so you really think you could be saved just by saying a prayer? I thought the Bible said you had to be changed. I thought the Bible said in the second, right, the renewed covenant, I thought the Bible said that the old man was put off the old man and put the new man on. I thought the Bible said, be you not transformed, be you conformed, be you not conformed, be you transformed by the renewing of your mind. I thought that's what the book said. But y'all don't let them again tell y'all, look, if you follow me in this prayer, where do it tell you in the Bible to follow them in the prayer, you shall be saved? But y'all going to Romans 10 and 9, where y'all going? True repentance requires evidence through the fruit that you begin to bear. That's true repentance. That's true salvation. It's that it begins to be exhibited through your lifestyle. Still living like hell, talking about you saved. Oh, I'm saved. He on my heart. Man, the heart is evil and desperately wicked above all things. Who can know it? The mind. We missing. You think you can say a prayer? You better get these 10 commandments. And them 10 commandments better be before you. Them 10 commandments better be exhibited through you. Let me finish reading this. It says, listen what it says now. That thou mightest fear Yahweh thy Abba to keep all his statutes and commandments which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son. I'm telling y'all how we need to repair. I done showed y'all where the breakdown was. Anybody just come in and go back, please, and look at the beginning. I'm not going back. This is how we repair. The Bible, don't y'all think the Bible can tell us how to repair our error? Y'all going to church to get a message or a sermon that ain't teaching y'all how to repair our error to make you feel good when you come out of service. And what I was telling my wife, I said, look, it's the difference between Christianity and what we do. Christianity prepare messages to make people feel good. We give people truth to bring them out of bondage. That's the difference. That's the difference. We're not giving you no feel good. We giving you what the correction. The correction. So we don't have to go through the chastisement, because anytime that you correct yourself, that's a chastisement in itself. Let me tell y'all something. As hard as addiction is on your life, it's going to be just as hard to break it. You got in it? You think it's going to be easy to get out? No, you got in it and it was hard on you. alcoholism was hard on you, addiction was hard on you, hoarding was hard on you, it's going to be just as hard to break it. I don't know why we think we can get into stuff and we can just easily skate our way out of it. That's a lie. Just as much pain as you have when you're fiending for that dope, when you're fiending for that cocaine or fiending for that drink, that's just how much turmoil you're going to have to go through to break that thing and to come into the truth. Listen to the book. This is what the Bible says. It says, I command thee that thou and thy son and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. Listen to the book. I'm not telling y'all listen. I'm saying listen to the book. They're going to have a problem with this. Hear therefore, O Israel. When it say Israel, it's saying, I'm breaking it first. It's saying, hear therefore, O 12 tribes. It's saying, hear, listen. It's saying, listen, 12 tribes. Listen, 12 tribes, and observe to do it. This is the part where people want to shy away because there's a people that this book was specifically talking to. All others are welcome, but y'all don't have to go through what we went through. We catching it trying to get back. Y'all don't even have to go astray if y'all just go and prescribe into the name of Yahweh and come to him through his 10 commandments. You can't come through the blood. You got to come through the commandments. That's why y'all making the blood of none effect. Because you don't have no what? You don't have no works. The work part is to live according to the will of Yah, which is the 10 commandments, according to the will of his Torah. But everybody want to feel good in life. Don't nobody want to be denied in life. Don't nobody want to be told no. I tell people all the time, just tell them no, just see how they act. Watch how they act and tell them no. Just say no. Hear therefore, O 12 tribes, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that you may increase mightily. We're only talking about the 12 tribes because this covenant was established at this particular time with the 12 tribes. So when the Bible says he is Israel, it is acknowledging Yaakov as the progenitor. It's really, listen, it's really going back on him. See, a lot of people don't understand our Eastern culture. In our Eastern culture, when the Bible said Ham saw his father's nakedness, and it says that Canaan was cursed. The reason why it says Canaan was cursed, because if the son cursed, then you look back at the parent. At the parent. That's how our culture works. It's like this here. When we were little, if you're doing something wrong in the street, a person want to know, who is your mom? Who is your dad? That's why the Bible say Canaan was cursed, but the curse really wasn't on Canaan, but you got to know your culture. The curse really was on Ham. It wasn't on Canaan. And that's what this is saying. That's why it's saying, look, I'm blaming you, Yaakov. I blame you for raising your children. I blame you for raising your sons. I blame you for that. So that's why the Bible is saying 12 tribes. That's why the Bible is saying Israel. It's not saying what the camps and what other Hebrews are saying about Israel. That's why y'all getting crossed up and confused with it. Because you got to be able to rightly divide this word of truth. It says, and that ye may increase mightily as Abba Yahweh, thou Abba, have promised thee in the land that flow with milk and honey. Listen, O Israel, hear 12 tribes, hear 12 tribes. Yahweh our Abba is one. That's what he's saying. Hear 12 tribes. Because what y'all doing with that Israel, or Yazarala, or Yazra, what y'all doing, I ain't getting into that. And thou shalt love Yahweh thy Abba with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. And these words that I commanded this day shall be in your heart, your lips. Look, watch this. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. Yeah. And shalt talk with them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Yahweh knew TV was coming. Yahweh knew rap music was coming. Yahweh knew all this obscenity was coming. That's why he said, make sure you continue to teach your children. Because if you don't teach your children, the world will teach your children. The world is going to instruct your children. If you don't teach your children my commandments, my laws and my statutes, my correction and my diet, if you don't teach them, they're going to learn it. Because I gave them a mind, I gave them a brain. And the seeds get planted and it's going to produce fruit. It's going to bring forth a good harvest or a corrupt harvest. And then we wonder why. Because we ain't putting nothing in them. Look at chapter 11. Deuteronomy chapter 11. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 19. And you shall teach them your children, speaking of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thy house. Where your house? What's the house? This is the house right here. This is the house. Do ye not know that ye are the temple? The house, do you not know that you are the temple of Yahweh? You don't know that, do you? You the house. Revelation 3 and 20. Behold, I stand and knock at the house, at the door of the house. If you open up the door and let me in, I'll come in and sup with you. On the doorposts, on thy house, and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which Yahweh sware to your fathers to give them as the days of heaven upon the earth. Yahweh swore to my forefathers that he was going to give me this land, that he was going to give me the Americas. He swore he was going to give me this land. He said, look, if y'all don't turn unto me and turn y'all wicked way, I'm going to scatter y'all. I'm going to give y'all another land. If y'all be slaves, and I'm still giving it to you, because when you rise up in me, I'm going to be an enemy unto your enemy, and an adversary unto your adversary. I don't care where y'all at. I'll begin to draw y'all from the four corners of the race. I don't care where y'all at. I'm all power. I'm all authority. I'm all might. I'm Yahweh all by myself. I don't need no help being Yahweh. Yo, hey, Yahweh. Yo, hey. Why, hey. For if you shall diligently keep all these commandments which I command you to do them, to love Yahweh your Abba, and to walk in all his ways, and to cleave unto him. We already know the reason why our children going through what they're going through, because they're not walking in his ways. So who is that to blame? Who we going to blame that on? Y'all can't blame it on the white man. Not now. Take it back. Take back your dominion. Take back your children. Take back your house. Take back your wives. Take back your rightful place. Lead by example. Then will Yahweh drive out. Listen to what it says. I'm telling y'all, this is what we must do. This is the only thing gonna fix it. He said, if y'all get y'all children and place y'all children back before me in the sanctuary, then will Yahweh drive out all these nations from before you, and you shall possess greater nations and mightier nations than yourselves. Let us look at Exodus 23 and 22 right quick like. I gotta move now. (23 and 22). 23 and 20, Exodus 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy to thy enemy, and an adversary to thy adversary. Ask your pastor what this verse talking about. Ask your pastor, what do this mean to obey the voice of Yahweh? Ask it. Ask Christianity what this means. They gonna give y'all a feel good. They gonna avoid this. They got to. Most of them don't even know what it is anyway to obey his voice. They gonna tell y'all something like, it's the blood. Don't worry about it. It's the blood. It's the blood. The blood. Man, the blood only covered us when the death angel came through Kemet, came through Mizraim. That's what the blood did. The blood covers. The blood don't deliver you. The blood only covers you so you don't be destroyed. But the blood can't do your works for you. You can't. The blood cannot fulfill the works that you have to do. Man, I hope folk can get this up. You're going to be better off because they done taught y'all to put stuff on Yahweh that don't belong on Yahweh, belong on us. When we do these things, we show Yahweh that we love him. If you love him, keep his commandments. And if thou wish to enter into life, keep the commandments. I love that. I just have to read it. Y'all ain't got to go with me. I just got to read that. I got to read it. I'm going to read this to you. And he said to them, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one. That is Yahweh. But if thou want to enter into life, keep the commandments. It's simple. My friend, turn from sin. And the only way to turn from sin and turn your wicked ways is through instruction. Because you're sinning and don't know you're sinning. You're transgressing and you don't even know you're transgressing. Because when you transgress the laws and the statutes of Yahweh, and when you transgress against the commandments, you sinning. The whole time in his first writings, sin was what sin was? The transgression of law, Yahweh's teachings, Yahweh's instruction, Yahweh's correction. It wasn't what they teaching you today. Because you got to go to the root. See what Yahweh was trying to say. Because y'all not keeping my commandments and my teachings, y'all gonna go astray. Y'all can't do nothing but sin. That's the only thing you can. The only thing you can do is become an adulterer. My law, my statutes, and my commandments is to protect you from the wiles of this world. The fiery dots and the fiery arrows. The fiery darts that are released at noonday and the pestilence, the terrors by night, and the pestilence that walk in darkness. My word can keep you. My word can keep you. Listen to the book. I will be an enemy unto your enemies, and an adversary unto your adversary. Yahweh giving us kingdom keys, people. Verse 23. For my angel shall go before thee and bring thee in unto the who? The Amorite, the Hittite, the Perizzite. There he is. The Canaanite, the Hivite, the Jebusite, and I will cut them off. So what Yahweh had to do was he had to bring them and present them before these nations. But now, guess where these nations at? Guess where the Perizzite, guess where the Jebusite and the Hivite, guess where I found them? I found them inside me. They was inside me because I had learned the ways of the Goyim, of the Goy. I had learned the ways of the nations. I had did what Yahweh had told me not to do, and I learned it from my peers. I learned it from the people that was older than me. I learned the ways of the nation because they had no instruction. They had no instruction. They had no instruction. They had no elder. So by the time you got to pull little old me, I was a gun packing, dope slanging, tobacco smoking, liquor drinking, whoremongering. I mean, yeah. But now we need prayer to reestablish. We need prayer to even get Yahweh attention now. Yeah. We need prayer to reestablish us. Let us turn to Psalms 86. Psalm 86. Bow down thy ear, O Yahweh, hear me, for I am poor and needy. Preserve my soul, for I am holy, set apart. That's what that means. Preserve my soul, for I am set apart. Oh, thou my Abba, my judge, my ruler, my sovereign one. Save thy servant that trusteth in thee. Be merciful unto me, O Yahweh, for I cry unto thee daily. I pray daily. Cry daily. Rejoice thy soul of thy servant, for unto thee, O Yahweh, do I lift up my soul, for thou, Yahweh, art good and ready to forgive, and plenteous in mercy unto all them that call upon thee. Give ear, O Yahweh, unto my prayer, and attend to the voice of my supplication. In the day of my trouble, I will call upon thee, for thou wilt answer. If you call on Yahweh, my wife said, you're right, brother. If you call on Yahweh, he will answer. I was in the Bible and I was studying out. I was studying out, just getting thrown around everywhere. In the Bible, I forget what verse it said. It said if Job, I don't know if Abraham, it was three names. Yahweh said, if them three come to me and pray to me, and I will save them alone, but I'm going to destroy everything else. We getting down to the nitty gritty. This ain't no listen. Since y'all don't want to walk as a nation and as a people, Yahweh, he finna start doing something. I promise y'all, we running out of time. Since we don't want to walk as a nation and walk into our heritage and our hope, then Yahweh gonna start to judge us individually. We could have it made if we come together and be my brother's keeper, but nobody won't listen to nobody corrections. Listen to the book. But y'all listen to the law though. The laws of the land, that's what gets me. The law of the land. And what gets me in our communities is this. Y'all will kill somebody in your community. But y'all don't want the white. Y'all let your brother know, people in the community know you killed, know you robbed, stabbed, but y'all just don't want the white man to find out. Ain't that so? See, they still got a complex. That's still a complex. That's why I don't tolerate nobody in my community doing nothing around me, because you gonna respect me. Because I seen when the police come. I seen when the white police come. Yes, sir. No, sir. But you'll stand by me and do anything? No, you're not either. And I go to war if that's what you want. But you gonna respect the man that you hate. And the one you claim you love, you gonna disrespect me by beating up that woman? Leave, dude. Beating up your brother? Three of y'all jumping on one? See, y'all thinking ain't right. Y'all thinking stinking. All the Hebrew, oh, I can't stand the white man. Oh, I hate the white man. I hate the white man. But when he comes, you show him love. Yes, sir, officer. Yes, sir. I come and say something to y'all in 4 or 5 of y'all. Y'all want to beat me half to death. I'm saying I don't get it. I get that we've been programmed. But I just don't understand why they refuse to be reprogrammed. What you're doing ain't working. What you're doing is not working. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working what we're doing. No respect. We don't respect one another. And if you don't respect one another, then that means you hate one another. You either respect me or you hate me. It's no in between. Because if you don't respect me, then that means you disrespecting me. There's no in between, and y'all better get this. Either you respect me or you disrespecting me. One or the other. Ain't no lukewarm. Because anybody that love you don't disrespect you. Hey, Jeremiah 33:1. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's work our way up. They got the Bible. Got the Bible. We done had the Bible all these years and still in the same predicament that we was in years ago. I can't get over this. We got the book. We got the documentation. We got the Holy Grail. And still we in a worse predicament. What's wrong with us? We in a worse. We got the book. We got the book. And study falling off. Oh. 33:1-3. Listen to the book. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto Jeremiah and said the second time, while he was yet shut up in the court of the prison, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, the maker thereof, Yahweh that formed it, to establish it. Yahweh is his name. Not no Jehovah. Call unto me. Call unto Yahweh. And I will answer thee. Yeah. And show thee great and mighty things. Yeah. Hidden things. Which thou knowest not. Hebrew, we don't know what Yahweh gonna do. Y'all think you read the scriptures? You think that you have life in the scriptures? Come on. You read these scriptures? Some of the things that Yahweh gonna do have not been revealed. Yahweh is Yahweh. He don't gotta tell us nothing. Psalms 44. I don't know why we think Yahweh got the. Man, Yahweh is Yahweh all by himself. He don't need no help. He don't need my help being Yahweh. I need his help. Some of the people act like they're doing Yahweh a favor. That's another thing too. Come on, 44:4. Listen to the book. Thou art my sovereign, my king, O Yahweh. Command deliverance for your code. Through thee, now on prayer. I showed us how we got into the predicament. I showed us what it would take for us to get out of the predicament. And now I'm capping it off through prayer. Prayer is what's going to reestablish us and place us back before the throne of Yah. Prayer is going to reestablish us and place us back before the throne of Yah. You keep falling off because you're worshiping the deities of this country. Verse 5. Through thee will we push down our enemy. I want y'all to get this because I keep hearing Hebrews talking about war, fight. I want you to get this blueprint. This is a blueprint that y'all have given me. Listen to what the Bible says about how you reestablish yourself in your proper place in Yahweh. Listen good. First, we have to acknowledge him as being what? Sovereign. Being one. And commanding deliverance to who? Your code. Flesh. Your code. through Yahweh, we will push down our enemies. Through Yahweh now. Through his what? Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. Through his name. So don't tell me the name don't matter. It say through his name. God is not a name. Y'all know that. For I will not trust in my bow, your weapon. I will not trust in my yakka, my chopper, my AK, my extended clip. I will not trust in weapons. Neither shall my sword save me. Uh-oh. I'm talking about repositioning. I'm talking about us being dressed in array, as in Chronicles. As when Yahweh said, look, you need not fight in this battle, for the battle is not yours. Stand still, dressed in array, and see the salvation of Yahweh.
Yes, yes.
You need not fight in this battle, for the battle is not yours. Real talk.
Yes, yes. Lord.
For I will not trust in my bow, neither will I trust in my gun, my weapon, or my sword saving, but thou hast saved us from our enemies. Yahweh has saved us from our enemies and has put them to shame that hated us. See, when Yahweh put them down, they can't get back up. If you put them down, they're going to get back up. In Yahweh, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever. Selah and Selah. Proverbs, just for free. Proverbs 28, verse 9. Proverbs 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers shall be abomination. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law. I'll give you a scripture. Turn his ear from Torah. Turn his ear from the correction, from the instruction, from the direction. Even his prayer shall be an abomination. Like I said, why they're not going to get it. Look at 28 and verse 4. They that forsook the law praise the wicked. But such as keep the law contend with them. And that's why I contend and my wife contend, because we keep the law. Now, I'm not down with the wicked. And that's what the Bible says. They that forsake the law, they praise the wicked, because the wicked are coming. It's coming. The law is the only thing that's going to stop them. Listen, a lot has been lost because a lot of people misinterpret. Turn to Hosea. Turn to Hosea. And we done. Hosea 2 and 11. And then we're going to Jeremiah 17 and 4. But Hosea 2 and 11, reasons why. I will also cause all her mirth, joy to cease. Her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. So that's where a lot of Hebrews are off, because they think that they use this verse and say we're not supposed to keep the feast days. That's the verse they use. That's one of the verses that they use. That Yahweh was going to cease. He was going to cease our solemn days. But what it was saying was, if y'all read this book, man, we already had to turn from the feast days. It's so many times that prophets had to come into the city and reestablish the feast days because they weren't keeping them. Nehemiah had to do it. So I will also call all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. Because you was going into slavery, that's why. You was going into bondage, that's why. And your bondman wasn't going to let you keep it. That's all that's saying. But now, if you're able to keep it and you're returning, then Yahweh is returning you. He's returning you to your heritage. heritage. No, his heritage. I don't want to say your heritage. His heritage. Because everybody can keep the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments is for the world. The 613 is for the priests of the nations. That's all the Vatican undid. They saw in Exodus where Yahweh say that there was a people in this book that was supposed to be a priest to the nations. So the Catholic Church set themselves up to be a priest to the nations. That's all they did. They took it, they chopped and screwed and stole out the book, and they set themselves up. Because through the Torah, it makes a man infallible. There ain't no unrighteousness in it. Can't no unrighteousness be found in it. If you keep Torah, if you keep Torah, you walking, man. The reason why we the way we are is because we're not keeping what's in the book. That's what I'm trying to say. Come on, Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave. Here go another gave. He gave us a name, and he gave us a heritage. He gave us a name whereby men shall be saved, and he gave us a what? Heritage. And thou, who is he talking to? This, the sin of Yehuda is written with a pen of iron with the point of a diamond. Look at what the Bible said. Will their children remember their altars in their grove? Verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from Yahweh. For he shall be like a heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in the salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahweh, and whose hope is in Yahweh. He shall be like a tree planted by the waters. What I'm saying here to you today is, we forfeited our heritage. See, I'm never going to give the enemy praise. I see people give the enemy praise. Oh, they did this, and oh, they did that, and oh, they did. I'm not finna give them no praise, because I'm still showing them to have power over me. I'm still showing them to have dominion, because I still remember what they did. My Bible don't tell me to remember what my oppressor done. My Bible tells me to remember the works of Yahweh. Remember the work. Teach your children the works that I did. Don't teach your children all that other mess that bring hatred and strife up in them. They're going to learn that anyway. Teach them about Yahweh. Teach them Yahweh. Teach them Yahweh, his will. Teach them what he wants. Through this whole teaching, we went in, I showed y'all how we got in the situation. We came through it the way we should get out and pray. And to prove to y'all that, listen, you are not no Negro, you is not colored, you is not African American, you is not a coon, you is not any of that stuff that you're being called. You the people of the book, which requires sacrifice. That's why Yahweh kept in his word, he kept showing us sacrifices, because he was showing the children of Canaan the children of Yaakov, he was showing my ancestor, my forefather, he was showing us that we were placed on earth to be a continual sacrifice for the Goyim, for the nations. Because Yahweh was bringing them in through us. He was bringing them in after we came out of that wilderness for the 40 years. We were supposed to have it, and we were supposed to be set up to reign and to rule over all the earth, to bring all people into the house of Yah. For the house of Yahweh, my house shall be a house of prayer for all people. All right, Shabbat Shalom Shalom. Shabbat Shalom Shalom. We thank you for patronizing with us. Rededication of your life should be done, not like a church setting. Rededication of your life should be you facing the east and you rededicate your life to Yahweh. You don't need me if you're grown. And if you got a child, you need to do it. You need to turn your child to the east and take your child through a rededication to Yahweh. You understand me? If you have a child, you need to lead your children to Yahweh through the 10 Commandments. You need to do it, priests and priestess of your own home. You need to do it because you're responsible. I'm not responsible for them. So it's a lot of things that's being done. I mean, it goes against what Yahweh is teaching in the book. Look, you're supposed to bring your children to me. Yeah, you coming to the assembly to gather to hear my word, but you is supposed to be the priest in your house. Every house is supposed to have a priest and a priestess. Every house. Every house is supposed to be able to pray for their house. But we come together to sit and agree on the word, on Torah. Not to debate, not to argue, not to disassociate ourselves with one another. But we're supposed to come and sit in the cedar and come and sit in the cedar because we agree on the book. We agree. We agree. All right, we want to thank y'all for lending us your eyes and your ears, lending Yahweh your eyes and your ears, and we thank you for patronizing with Yahweh today. We find it not light that you listen to myself and my wife. I'm surprised I could come forth today because she almost had to get back up here today, but boy, she brought that fire last night. She brought that fire. So if y'all missed it, y'all need to really go back and hear that word that she brought last night. Because she really used her to bring forth amazing word. So we thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Sabbath.